We're going to show you how to get from diamond, well, from here diamond to diamond 3 or diamond 2 div 4, wherever we started. And then you can just follow up the other episode, which is episode 1, but we've done it in a bit of a disjointed fashion. So again, lateral dribble. Now they're going to turn. That's good from them. They've faked it, but see where they're facing, right? So I can go behind them. And it doesn't mean that I'm going to score, but what it does mean is that I'm going to get a reaction from them, because I've told them where to go, and people don't like being told where to go. So what they'll do is they'll instantly react. That's reactive defense. They'll dive. Okay, so it's just now you're starting to learn the characteristics of the players. So look, we're here, right? Well, he's backwards there, so we're going to hit it away. And like, even though they can half flip and all that stuff, it's still not really advantageous for them, because it's easier for me to drive. So let's see when they turn here. I'm watching him as best as I can. Now, he's turned to the inside, so there. Now he's turned to the inside there. I can go around the back and see how, again, it instantly gets a reaction. This is what I want you to notice. Camp 1 dream. Camp 2 dream. I don't know whether to drop it down the ranks. But yeah, I was literally in that position. I was right there, and he went for it. Why? Because he's so close to the net. He feels that he deserves to score. He hasn't done anything but get near the net. He hasn't created anything. I'm still there. Doesn't really have a lot of boost, but he thinks he deserves it because he's near the net. And that's really important to know. Nice kickoff. In this game, it's so powerful. Oh, they got speed flips now. So powerful to know, like, how people think. This is why counters are so much more effective generally than just attacking, because they always fall for the trap that they're close to the net and they deserve to score, which they don't deserve to score. So we're going to go onto the inside position. Look, the nameplate wasn't centered, so we know it's not going to be any danger. We can push that towards their net. Fake jump here. Look for the next boost, because we know where their angle is. I'm here, nice and high. This tells him this is my ball. He doesn't know what to do. As it gets more and more soft, he might come in. Again, here, we're going to turn. I'll watch him go for this straight away. Watch him go for this. That was bad for me. I'm trying to show you that it was in the right position. Well played. Good bumps there. He might be able to... No. I'm trying to get that reaction, but I was too close to the corner. But I'm trying to force it there to show you the reaction, but you wouldn't want to do that in the corner. That's why, because you can't do anything in the corner, really. Kick off. Okay, so we might get slammed by this guy's kickoff. The power of a speed flip kickoff is massive. But someone said, is speed flipping now a fundamental? Yeah. They thought I was joking around. Speed flipping is a fundamental. Let me just backflip that because they're close. They got a good amount of boost. Okay, we're going to grab this. Perfect. So you can see this guy's got nice clean half flips. But will they overdo it here? Let's find out. Yeah. Yep, they will. Because they feel they deserve to score. So they take more chances in a more dangerous area. They're on 0 boost, but they're so close. They could taste it. So they use that boost to try and create nothing. The illusion of success. And we're here. We're here. As it comes down, we're going to block inside with a side flip. They might redive here because they're close. Excellent work from them. Again, we're going to take that. And then try and hook it. Grab that boost and stick around by doing a little spin there so we don't get demoed. Move in. You can actually hit that around them. Here. Take that, grab that. Now let's start driving them back here. I'm having to use a bit more speed. Where is that nameplate? Is it central? Yep. That's a goal if we don't save it. They've gone for the boost. They've overdone it. Can we beat them to it? I don't think we can. Nice bumps. Well played. Great catch as well. This guy's good. Great bump there and a brilliant catch. That's an unbelievable catch, actually. Yeah, I think the bump helped slow him down. Fair play. Fair play. I'm going to flip here. Turn away. Grab this. Grab this. Now we're here. So where are they? They're there. So let's move this way. Now they're going to come in. So we're going to just do a little baby power slide cut there. Because they're coming in and they're not diving exactly how most people dive here. We've noticed that. They've not dove a lot, which is good. That's great. Yeah. Grab. Up. Down. Side flip. Go for a bump. They're not there. Take a shot. The reason I've got to take this shot here is they're being super duper aggressive. And they're getting away with a lot of demos that wouldn't really happen because obviously I'm just letting them come back into the game. We can tell where the nameplate is there. We're going to use it a bit more. Okay, where are they? Looks like they're coming in. There's the flick, really. You'd flick that. They're so close. Okay, so it's going to be hard for them. Obviously, the first time would have been the flick. Stay close here so you can block. Hold drift. Match the height of the ball. Jump off. Side flip. Okay, I was expecting them to dive there. I was going to say, there we go, but they didn't. Okay, being aggressive. Grab this. We can stay on the outside here and slowly pinch in if we want. A nice shot. Great placement. Man, these players are good. Yeah, fair play. So, yeah, they get this great first touch, and then they get it right over there. Well played. Really good. Good bump back. I'm going to grab this boost first, because the angle they were coming into that wasn't going to go in. We're going to have to jump up and hit this and try and recover for the boost. Yeah, well played. Really well played from them. But they're coming straight at us, so we're going to take a side flip there. They're looking for the bump slash demo, and they're actually up for that. That's crazy. They actually get bumped back by the ball, so that's good. One thing they're doing better than everyone else is doing lateral dribble. Outside cut, being aggressive. Jab. Take him out. Take him out there. Because we're letting them get away with too much here. We're giving them an inch and they're taking them all. So, again, you need to get onto your offense a bit quicker now. Clearly, we're hitting diamond. These guys are much better. So, we've got to start really getting our offense going. They might come for a demo. So, we're going to use that ball as protection. Look where he's stuck. If I move this ball forward, be careful about the demos. Saying back there. Oh, no, it's not. So, we know he's low, but he's going to take a shot because he's low. I didn't really want him grabbing that boost, which is why I'm trying to turn it fast. There we go. We're going to take that 50 on the inside. That should be an own goal. So you can see the recoveries are good here. The recoveries are really good. But we can take that 50 because we're on the inside and he's trying to shoot without... That's the first... Like, he was the best player by far so far this series. And what you'll find, like I've said, you know, when you get to Diamond 1, you're going to get a hell of a lot of good players, but you're also going to get a lot of gatekeepers. Let's see what this guy's rank was while it's loading the next game and just make sure we've got enough space to continue. Nice. Okay, we have... so what was this guy's name? Juan Paulson. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they're champ 1 in 2s, which is pretty decent. So you can see you're going to get a good player, you know, part of the player base here. So all these champ 1s now are in platinum in 2, so that tells you how good they are. There we go. They've overdone it in the corner. Because again, they deserve to score, they think, in their head, but they don't. They don't deserve to score because they haven't done anything. Getting the ball to a corner or getting it close to the net doesn't mean you're entitled to anything. So just be aware of that. Like, you have to know when to cut your losses and just start again. Like, people just don't want to defend, so they just keep attacking. It's like I say about Rocket League players, they are the ultimate glass cannons. Now, they've done a good job taking the middle. We're going to go to this way, and then we're just going to fake that to grab this. Match the height of the ball. Look for the opponent. There they are. Jab it around them. Miss the ball there. That's fine. Try and recover with power slides. Go over the top of them there as they come out. So they've left the net there, which gives us a gap. But it was tough. Very tough there. Missed the ball. Okay. Take that single jump. They're going to end up... Oh, they backed off. We're going to grab this boost. Jump up here. Just do that. Because notice they're not in position. We were in position. Okay, we can take them out. But because we were in position, they have to do an aerial sort like this. All awkward. Here. Lateral dribble. Where are they coming from? They're going to go straight in there, look. Nice. Just going to chase them down here. And then we're going to have to back off. If we got the demo there, we get the goal. So we're going to watch here. Getting ready to go to the net if we need to, but we don't. Going to take that 50. Move forward and just drive into the ball. Almost missed that. But again, notice they're just pushing the ball at us. So they've got a good idea, but they're pushing the ball at us. Now the only time you can push the ball at someone is in like a situation like this. So I can put this ball towards him if I flick, because now I've put the ball high. That makes sense. So it's not at them in the same way. Like every time, like here, they're going to dive anyway, so I don't need to. Give them a little bump there. We know they're low. How am I getting worse off on these bumps? We're here. Alright, so where's that ball going? Look at their nameplate. Okay, grab that then. Watch out for the shot. But their nameplate tells us they can't score that. Grab this then. Notice that we're doing that because they really want our boost. They're going to dive again, look. They're just diving. This is fine. Because nothing's being created. Grab this. Move the ball with you. They're diving again, look. Grab this. Fake jump. Diving again. Give them a little bump. Oh, that's so... I don't know what is going on with my bumps. I think it's just my old eyes. Every time I try and bump someone, it just screws me up massively. It wasn't a good bump, to be honest. Didn't even need to bump to just let that roll. But the good news is they're not trying to create here in this rank still. So it's fine. Make sure you're trying to create in this rank. So like here, I mean, you would flick. I mean, they're just diving. And they're getting some kind of fortunate 50s here. These are quite bobbly. Okay, look how they're facing away and they're taking this back. Getting close. Right under this board. And as they move to that one, grab this. Now you could do a side flip. Give them a bump. Man, the bumps do nothing. Take that ball away. Come from their blind spot to take that ball away. Come up. Turn here, unusually. Because they stayed grounded. You're going to take that 50. And I think I might crack this. Nice save. We're going to have to back off here. Overcommitted, really. Let's see what they do. We're going to block the middle off. They've got a good carry going on here. The flick, you can see that flick wasn't going to go on net. So they're playing the meta of ones here. Which is basically diving. Which is really, you know, you can handle it quite easily. I don't know how much to use there. So we'll flick it around them there. But they're diving and they're taking sort of not really good shots, but they're following through for demos, which is smart. But the problem with that meta is it's only good if you've got a player that keeps feeding you the ball. Like here, right? If I don't do anything, it's obviously off. But in these situations, I would push that ball away from them and flick it away from them. But I'm trying not to use too many flicks here because I don't want to just overpower it. But that's what you would do. You'd flick it away from them, flick it around them, and so on and so forth. But yeah, good from them. You know, they were using the meta. Fair play to them. I'm not a big meta fan. But, well, it's good. Like, look, you have to do it. You know, at certain places, you have to use the meta. But I prefer... Nice shot. They didn't even... Wow, nice shot. Didn't bat an eyelid at that. But just be aware that... Yeah, we want to use our ones for twos, really. Which is limited. You can still get Grand Champ doing it. But it is limited. So this play is, like, definitely way better. Getting some bumps there. They didn't dodge. Oh, they dodged there. That's a mistake. Okay. So let this roll down. Take it this way. Away from them. See what they're going to do. Okay. Going to use that flick because they're just so wide there. So, again, we're watching the player, and that's what I love about the lateral dribble is it's hands-free. You know, you should have all your thumb spare if you're just driving because most people have drive on their right trigger, which allows you to do a lot more. That's unfortunate. We're actually going to hit that away just to make the aerial more difficult. Not difficult enough, I look at it. Not the best first touch there, but we should be able to get a sweeping demo. Nearly. Wow, no demo there. Wow, nice shot. This guy's good. I was trying to get a demo, but didn't manage to get it. But really good little turnaround here. Yeah, thought I clipped them there. But nice shooting. Really good. All right. Smart. They delayed it. So this is going to be awkward for us. Going to have to come across there. Yeah, really difficult when you're losing a kickoff like that. Okay, so they've backed off, but they might go straight away. So take that 50 like that, and it should be in. Okay, again, if I'm on the inside, it will go to their net. Like, people think I'm messing around when I'm saying, like, you know, you can just 50 everything into the net. I don't get to show you guys a lot of the one stuff when I'm playing twos because teammates dive in, but you'd be surprised what magical stuff you can do with 50s in this game. People just have no clue. Going to touch that. It's not the best thing, and I'm going to try and wave dash into them here. Plays a bit better. We're going to need possibly a bit more. Notice that they're able to mix their speeds up a bit. Nice shot. Okay, this play is definitely better. So they're able to spot the gap there. I ended up going wide for the boost that wasn't there, which stupidly, and they turned and shot. This guy is good. Definitely a much higher rated player here. We've definitely got to step up in the opponents here. We're going to have to take it up a notch. Going going to double jump when he turns. So you can see this player is much better in the midfield and much better on the offense, but they still got the defensive errors of turning and diving. They're not shadow into shadow, they're shadow into challenge. Don't want to concede any kickoffs. We don't have to really, but this could be difficult. We might have to dive here. Yeah, luckily they play it right at our path, which they shouldn't have. If he faked that and went round, we should be fine. Well played. Very good. We're going to go defend from behind now. But they get it round really quick. This guy's good. So I was trying to defend from behind here. I mean, look at that. Flip. This is really high level. And they got the wave dash into that. That's incredible. Yeah, this guy's incredible for this rank. Well, I'm actually going to throw in some speed flips here. Because I'm not convinced. Right, we're going to grab this. This is massive. I'm going to take that 50 there on the inside so it goes into the net. A little tap there. Again, notice that my 50s go towards their net a lot. Okay, that's just because I'm blocking the most of the inside section compared to them. I'll go back to normal flip here. We're getting knocked back quite a lot in these kickoffs. I'm not able to get that possession early. I'm going to tap it around them. We do get the boost, but we've got to be careful. I was going to say we've got to be careful. Because we're actually aligned, yeah, we're aligned to score an own goal there. Trying to get them out there. Not good. They Axel locked us. Smart play. Really good. Really good. Yeah, I'm curious to see the rank of this player. I would say this player is probably higher than a Grand Champ, to be honest. Definitely higher than a Grand Champ, to be quite honest, because of their proximity. But they missed the boost there. So we've got to do this. Just hit that up. They dive in still, which is good for us. Gonna have to take that. Yeah, but this guy's good. We might have to actually put some new moves in here. I'm going to move it away from them. There we go. Nice save. Going to be difficult for them. Going to have to start playing a bit more aggressively, I think. They're ending up with a boost here. They can't score this, I don't think. They can almost. Wow. They don't really have enough boost. That might do it. But then look at their recoveries. What the hell? This is like playing in like... Okay, this is definitely not this rank here. So we're going to have to start turning up the heat. Not the best shot from me. Good we fake it. So same principles as before. Okay, they're giving us space though. Interesting. They might score that. Ah, oh, they missed it. They missed the hit. I thought they were going to hit. Damn, well played. Let's see if that was intentional. It looked like they were going to hit that. Yeah, it just completely looked like they'd lost control. Fair play. All right. Bit of a jab there because they didn't speed flip. I'm going to throw that high. Throw that in. So I'm having to definitely go into a bag of more weapons. Still not using, well, it doesn't really, you know, not massive mechanics, but we are having to use some skills here. Speed flip for a start. And you're going to need speed flips at this rank if you go against this guy. Watch out for the bump there. Ah, I didn't want to touch that when he went past. Yeah, look at this. We're really getting forced to goal keep. Missed the ball, that's awkward, but it actually works out in our favour here. Take that 50 because he's pushing it right at us. And again there, that's fine because it's a bit too close. We're just going to go straight away there. That's that thing where they think they deserve a goal because they're close. They're still making those fundamental errors, but this guy's way better. Much more game sense. Like miles more game sense. Much better fundamental mechanics. Not a good shot. Oh, that could be good. He's going to probably take that to the boost. Yeah, smart player. This guy is a good player, or this girl is a good player. We're going to get in close. Going to get in close again, which will usually force a jump, and then we're going to try and backflip into that. Notice they're facing the wrong way. We can take this with us. And again, come here. Like, notice they're going into the middle. Yeah, good player. We've got to potentially go around the back of them. Hook it. Wait for the demo. Instant flick over the top of them there. Yeah, so we're having to really up our skills here. Boost button's so broken. You can see they're getting some good touches, but they've just given us enough space to flick it over the top, which you would do. And after a certain point, you're going to need those flicks. Not bad. See what they got. They're going to probably dive. Tough game. I mean, what's the rank of that player? Because that was definitely a lot higher. And I just looked. The guy we just played had a total of 600 games. This is usually the rank where you get the Smurfs that are like, they're quite decent, but they're still missing a few things. But let's have a look. Prodigy Zuli. No, they've played. No, they're a legit player. They are a Champ 2 player, and they've played 1,000 games in 2s this season. Holy smokes! Well, that explains why they're sharp shooting. But they've played 1,000 games in 2s, and they're Champ 2 in one season. My God, that's a lot of games in a season. Couldn't do that. No chance. Could not do that anymore. I don't think I've ever hit that many games in a season. I think the most games I ever played in a season was, I don't know. Actually don't know. I'd love to know. Probably is about 1,000 actually. Back in the old days. But now we're getting good players. I mean, we are going to have to start doing some other things here. Like kickoffs, we're not going to win them now. So already at Diamond, we've got speed flippers. So we're going to have to change our approach. We're going to have to... You need a speed flip then. To be Diamond in 1s, you need a speed flip. Because they're so quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted. The other thing is they're just... Okay, well, there's a gap there. We should be able to time that. The other thing is they are still diving a lot. So your best bet in this rank, if you're playing Diamond 1, your best bet is a speed flip on kickoff. I use the cheat method. That's just the way I learned it. I've got a video on how to do that. And then you're going to need a flick. You're going to need a good flick. So roll that up the wall. Start moving away. See, they've created space in the middle. Here. Fake this. That little flick. Like, flicks are so useful against like people who dive and ball chasers. I mean, in 2s, you just auto flick everything and you're fine. In 1s, you can sometimes hold it. Do that. Go into here. Up high. Up, 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 up. Jump down. Just touch it. Jump up. Touch. Flick. So start chaining sequences together. Hook shot. Flick. This way I can stay close. But don't attack. Like, I've got to stay close for sure. I'm going to have to back up now. Oh dear. They went for too much there. Yeah, they went for too much. So what we've got to do now we're in Diamond, is you have to get your offense in close proximity. So whenever you see a ball go up into the air in close proximity, ideally you either want to fake it to force them to back off, or you want to go. A little bit of razzmatazz there, just because I knew what they were going to do. But you could just shoot that in, obviously. You'd still make it in time. Okay, so yeah, good kickoff. Yeah, see, anytime we're not speed flipping, it's pretty much going to be awkward. Oh, unlucky. Nice idea. Nice idea, though. It was a good idea to go for an air dribble there. It would have put us under a lot of pressure off the back of that kickoff. But I think the shooting was just too much for them in the end. How would you get better at shooting? Learn the hook shot. Honestly, every shot you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you. But also, every shot you take comes off the hook shot. I don't care what people say it does. It comes off the hook shot. Because once you understand the hook shot, turning into balls and the way the ball moves, you understand power shots. You understand front flip shots. Every kind of shot you unlock through getting really good at the hook shot. There's no surprise. You ask a good shooter. I'm talking a good shooter. Okay, you can like nail balls on target. Ask them, like get them to demonstrate a hook shot. They should be brilliant at it. We can like shoot like straight into the corners here, like quite easily, because I understand shooting, because I understand hook shots. I just don't like, obviously you could just smash this rank with shots really. But hopefully you can see, like you can just laser bullet. Like see how it's just like a straight laser into the net. Once you understand it, it's not that difficult to do. You got to get your hook shots down first. And of course, with more pressure, it becomes harder. This is why it's so important to not allow players to get their shots off. Not that many people can shoot anymore, but I mean, maybe we can throw something on there. Bit low though. But I'm just trying to show you shots. I mean, that should be a goal. Yeah. That's why you don't shoot in a direction you can't move towards, by the way. So I shot the ball into the middle as I move to the corner. If it's not a goal, which it very rarely is, to give way. So try not to do that. But there you go, just demonstrating how you can shoot. So we're here anyway. Gonna wait, let that ball come down. Soft touch here. You can start carrying the ball here. What I'd recommend is as soon as you lose them, go up for an air dribble. But obviously you may not have that ability, but learn it. I mean, that's probably going to be your gold standard as you get to like Champ 3 and stuff. But for here, where are they? Okay, that was good from them. That was really good from them. They completely threw me with that movement. Well played. Again, this is good for twos because we forced them to the wall. That would be fine for our second man. Not good for ones because we end up being too close to that ball and it creates a ramp. I lost vision of them, so that's on me. Lost vision, and you can see the dangers it causes. And this is why generally I say to people, once you get that ball, try and do something with it. Like, don't necessarily, like, I love low 50s, but you want to get into a stage where you're not taking a lot of 50s. Like, we want to just be using flicks and stuff. Like, just sort of really peppering the net. Pepper the net. We don't want to be using a lot of 50s. We want to use our 50s when we have to. But we don't necessarily want to draw too many 50s. If they're diving from all over the place, you have to be, you know, you're not drawing them really. You're touching them and they're just coming in. Like right here, we can take a 50. But now, I want to go. Okay? And then like here, I want to move into these situations where I can recover. Oh, there they are. They've got some survival skills here. And they've boost starved me well there. Well played. But then here, just throw that ball up. All from the hook shot. Even front flips come from the hook shot. You're aiming for the crossbar, really. You can just crossbar them. Like, ideally, you want crossbar and down. But that can be frustrating because a lot of times you'll end up going for crossbar and down. And it'll just bounce off or bounce away. But that's what you're trying to do. It all comes, I cannot stress this enough, from the hook shot. And put it to the other side. Okay, move in. So not good for me. I did that shot where I'm moving away. Stay close here. There we go. Shoot it. Shoot it. Because no one's following the rules. Like, when you do this in twos, if you got a teammate who doesn't, like, cut the rotation, like, not cut the rotation, sorry, bump you off the ball and stuff, and you guys are playing counters, you're just scoring goal after goal. It's like, it's unstoppable. Once you learn how to shoot properly, none of that nonsense, by the way. Never done a Coco's aim training. Nonsense in my life. Because what it teaches, like, stupidity, quite frankly. So, like, remember earlier I said you don't want to shoot if you're moving in a different, like that, in a different direction, unless you know it's a goal. Like, that's all that map teaches you. It just teaches you to take bad shots. But we want to, like, get into a good position. So maybe we need a flick here around the back of that player. Look for demo, grab this. Take this ball away with us using the shot. Now hook shot this off the wall. Gets it back in field. They might dive, so just be careful. If they don't, just throw it over the top. Bar down. Always aim for bar down. Well played from them. But always just aim for bar down. Right, that's just the best way. So here, a little shot. Again, try bar down. You can't practice that in Goku's aim training because there ain't no bar to bar down. Do you know what I mean? Like, and also, yeah, so don't do that training. The best training you've got is actually shooting in free play from angles that allow you to shoot. You know, maybe watch these videos and you'll see where the shots are. Monkey Moon's a good player to watch how to shoot because they shoot like in a logical manner. Maybe we can get the speed up flick. Ah, come on. That's a good move. But again, I'm moving in the direction of the shot. That's fine. We're going to move it here. Move it here. If they go in there, we can turn here. Bounce this around this way. Move away from the demo. Stay close to them. Tap it to the side. Tap it around them if we can, but be careful because you're on the outside of the ball. Grab. Grab. Nice shot try, but again, it's a bit of a champ tour. Flick it. Nice from them. Flick it again. There we go. And now you can start to see, and we're not doing anything special, not even aerialing really, but we're just being aggressive. We're just wearing them down. We've got to add that in now. These guys are good. Okay, so we're here. So we're going to get ready to block the middle of the nameplate on the interaction. We know that's off. We're going to use that hook shot to set us up. Shoot the ball in. Get good at shooting in the map, not aim training. Do not, honestly, I know people who did aim training and got worse. Trust me. People say, oh yeah, but it teaches you how to do passes, but then you're doing the wrong passes. If you've got to contort yourself to that degree to get off a pass, like there are no passes like that. Just get good at shooting. Then you can just adapt the shot that you're bar down in. You can just go a bit higher, a little bit lower, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. It's much easier than shooting massive green bricks in miles away, tiny green bricks. It's stupid angles, right? And then trying to convert that. This is the backwards thinking we get. Try and convert that to shooting on net. It doesn't make any sense. Start on what you actually want to achieve, which is the net. And then you just get good at that and then broaden out. It's the same as those people saying that you play fast and get good at being slow. They just don't know where they're getting this information from. You get good at being fast and good at being slow when you play that style. Thank you so much. Look after yourselves and peace out. Peace.